This is TOEFL IBT speaking test, and this test evaluates your ability to communicate in English in an academic setting. It consists of 4 tasks. Task 1, express an opinion on a familiar topic. Listening passage, conversation, audio transcript. Male student, did you hear about the new mobile app that's going to replace our student ID cards? Female student, yeah, I saw the announcement. I'm not sure how I feel about it, though. Male student, I actually think it's a great idea. I always forget my ID card at home, but I never leave without my phone. With the app, I won't have to worry about that anymore. Female student, I get that, but not everyone has a phone that can support the app. And what if your battery dies during the day? Male student, that's a fair point, but I think most students already carry power banks or can charge on campus. Plus, the convenience of using just one device for everything is worth it. Female student, I still think they should have given students an option: either keep the card or use the app. And what about data privacy? Some students might be uncomfortable sharing their phone data with the university. Male student, I trust the school will handle that responsibly. I think they're trying to modernize things, and this is a step in the right direction. Listening passage, lecture excerpt, audio transcript. Professor, let me give you an example of how mirror neurons work in real life. Imagine a baby watching her mother wave hello. The baby doesn't understand the word hello yet, but she watches closely and sees her mother's hand move back and forth. After a few moments, the baby tries to imitate the same movement. What's happening here is more than just copying. It's the brain's mirror neurons recognizing the action and helping the baby reproduce it. This is how children start to learn basic communication skills. They see what others do and try to replicate it. Mirror neurons are essentially the biological foundation for this kind of learning. Task 4. Integrated Speaking, Academic Lecture, Headphone Listening Passage, Lecture Excerpt, Audio Transcript. Professor, today we're going to talk about how desert plants survive in extreme environments. Unlike plants in rainy areas, desert plants have adapted to store and conserve water in very creative ways. Take the cactus, for example. Its thick, fleshy stems can store large amounts of water. And it has a special type of root system, wide and shallow, so it can quickly absorb moisture from light rains. Other desert plants have tiny leaves or even spines instead of leaves. This helps reduce water loss because less surface area means less evaporation. Some plants even have waxy coatings on their leaves or stems to lock in moisture. One more interesting adaptation: certain flowers only bloom for a short period, right after rainfall, when conditions are ideal for pollination and growth. These strategies allow plants to not just survive, but actually thrive in dry, hot climates.
Fully extended sample answer, almost equals 45 seconds. I strongly prefer to spend my free time doing productive activities, like learning new skills or staying active, because it gives me a sense of purpose and helps me grow. For example, in the evenings after school, I've started taking online courses in graphic design. Not only is it something I genuinely enjoy, but it could also support my career goals in the future. I also try to exercise regularly, either by going for a jog or doing home workouts, which helps me manage stress and stay energized. Of course, relaxing occasionally is important, but if I spend all my free time doing nothing, I tend to feel unmotivated and even a bit guilty. Being productive, even in small ways, boosts my confidence and makes me feel that I'm making the most of my time. The man expresses a positive opinion about the university's decision to switch to a mobile app for student ID functions. He believes this change is very practical and convenient, especially because he often forgets to bring his physical ID card, but he never forgets his phone. For him, having the ID on his phone means he won't have to worry about losing or forgetting his card anymore. He also points out that most students already carry their smartphones everywhere and that many have portable chargers or can charge their phones on campus if the battery runs low. Furthermore, he thinks that using one device for multiple functions, such as entering buildings, borrowing library books, and paying for meals, will simplify campus life and make daily activities more efficient. Although the female student is concerned about some phones not being compatible with the app and worries about privacy issues, the man trusts that the university will manage these problems responsibly and believes this modernization is a positive step forward. The example of the baby waving clearly illustrates the concept of mirror neurons by demonstrating how these neurons help in learning through imitation. When the baby observes her mother waving, the baby's mirror neurons activate, which means her brain responds not only when she performs an action but also when she watches someone else do the same action. This neural activity allows the baby to understand the purpose and meaning of waving, even though she doesn't yet know the words or the social context. Because of this, the baby is motivated to imitate the gesture by waving back. This example shows that mirror neurons play a crucial role in early development by helping children learn social behaviors and communication skills. By connecting observation with action, mirror neurons enable babies to learn from their environment naturally and efficiently. Desert plants have developed several important adaptations to survive in extremely dry environments. One way is by storing water in their thick, fleshy stems, like cacti do. These stems act like reservoirs, allowing the plants to hold large amounts of water during rare rainfalls and use it slowly over time when there is no rain. In addition to storing water, many desert plants have shallow but wide root systems. These roots spread out close to the surface, which helps the plants quickly absorb water from light rains before it evaporates. Another adaptation is that many desert plants have very small leaves or no leaves at all. Instead, they have spines or waxy coatings. This reduces the surface area exposed to the sun and air, so less water evaporates. Finally, some desert plants only bloom for a short time after it rains. This allows them to conserve energy and take full advantage of the brief period when moisture is available for reproduction. All these features help desert plants survive and grow in harsh, dry conditions.